Right, back again for another stint. This time I'm going to be showing you how to cook a very, very simple stir-fry dish. In order to do that, I'm not going to prepare all these in front of the camera because I'm going to just show you one and then I'm going to do the other two offline. So I've got carrots, we've got some manky old leeks. Now, the thing is that you can just harvest what you find in the bottom of your fridge very often. So that's going to be that. And then I've got some, again, it's pretty old and tatty, but this is a pointy cabbage and they're delicious. You just got to cut it off and slice it up and that'll be brilliant. And of course a bit of garlic. Now the other thing we're going to have, which you might not know about, is this is my secret recipe. It might not be the most healthy thing in the world, but it isn't bad. But this turns a rubbish stir fry into a banquet, I tell you. So this stuff, I swear by, I put it in gravy, I put it in stews, I put it in chili, I put it in stir fries, I put it in noodles. It really is really useful. It's about $3.50 or $3.60 in a Chinese shop. You can buy it in Tesco's, Waitrose, Sainsbury's now, but you'll get a tiny little bottle and it'll cost you about $1.50. So this is a good value. And if you can get yourself along to a Chinese shop and buy one, you'll do yourself a favour. All right, so I'm now going to just chop up. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do these carrots, because basically we're going to just slice the ends off. We're then going to take this outer skin off. Right, actually, if it's the summer and you've got these carrots going on, you really don't have to peel them. They're just delicious the way they are. But if you're going to just peel them, then that's it, right? So I've got that now. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm now going to prepare a bit of carrot for my stir fry. I want it fine. So the cheat really is just keep going with this, until it runs out, and you can just gets a bit slippy after a while. Just keep on going. This is good, by the way, for a lovely carrot dish I like, soup as well, which is caraway seed and carrot, which is amazing. I'm getting this all mixed up with my other one there, but hey ho. So you just keep going. You get the gist of this. Just like that, until you've got plenty of carrot. Now I'm not going to do all this while we're filming because it'll go on forever. But just rest assured that when I come back here, we're going to have these carrots all chopped up and they're going to look like that, and they're going to cook really, really quickly. But the next thing I'm just going to show you while we're here is these leeks. So just chop the ends off. Chop, you've got to. They're a bit manky, these, but anyway, just take the outer skins off like this. That'll do. You don't have to get too clever. That's probably all right now. Get rid of that bit as well. And then, actually this bit's a bit rubbish. And then just slice this like this. Right, I'm not doing it quick, I'm just doing it slow, but just make sure. The trouble with leek is if it's too old, and this is quite a young one, it's an old young one, then they get a bit fibrous-y and they're not very nice. But that is going to be all right, and that's going to stir fry out lovely. All right, so that's that. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this pointy cabbage. So I'm going to take the outer leaves off, just rustle them off, And then all I'm going to do with this is just slice it like this. Alright. And you can hang on to the base of this, because when you get to the base, I'm going to slice this again. This base here, it's a bit thicker, right, and it's not going to be as sweet. So what I'll do is I'll reserve this, and I might use that in the old in a soup or something like that, because it's going to need a bit more cooking. All right, so you just retain that and use that a bit later on. All right, so I'm going to come back. This will all be chopped up, and we'll then get on and cook it. And it takes literally 3-4 minutes, and we're done. Here we go. So if you can see now, we've chopped all the carrots up. We've got the leek all chopped up. Got the cabbage there. Bit of garlic peel, which I'm going to crush in a minute. We've got a little bit of water. We won't need all of that. A little bit of sugar. We just need a tiny amount of that. And we've got the oyster sauce. Garlic press. Get that. Bung it in there. Get our pan on the stove. We're going to need a bit of butter or oil. I'm going to use oil this time, just going to put a little bit in the bottom there. Just put, I don't know, that's half a tablespoon or something like that, I don't know, whatever looks dandy. Now we've got to wait for that to warm up a tad. We're not using the best equipment in the world here, but it doesn't really matter. You just need basic utensils. If you're not going to leave it on there to burn, you don't really need much in the way of non-stick. Chuck a little bit in there just to see when it starts buzzing. Starting to go now, you see, so in we go with our garlic. Optional extra garlic, don't actually need it in there, but I do like the old garlic. So now we want to be on a nice high heat here, really, because this is about cooking quickly. So in goes the old garlic, nice and until it starts getting a bit sticky. Can you see it's now? It's just starting to stick together. So that's when you know you're about right. Sticking in leek. Now this could be onion. I mean, obviously they're part of the same family, but you could be putting just normal onion in there, chopped up chunkily like this is. Lovely smell. So now what I'm going to do is put this carrot in. Well, it's not carrot, cabbage. Just going to roughly chop it. Get that in there. Oops, some of it's trying to get away. And I'm going to put this little bit of carrot, which is a bit thicker, in there as well. Now you're just going to, all you're going to do with this is you're just going to get it coated to start with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the old oyster sauce, a couple of glugs. Yeah, couple of glugs like that. Right. I don't know how much that is. Like a couple of glugs. Right, and then what you do is, once you just mix that round, bit of water, because you want a bit of sauce, you start to hear it sizzling. Right. There's that lid. The lid here somewhere. Oh yeah, over there. Bung the lid on. We're just going to sweat that off. Just let it sweat off for a second. We want it to just steam nicely, only for a minute or so, because this dish is really quick. That'll probably do it. So mix it round. We're going to chuck in a bit of sugar here. Now, you want very little sugar, like it's like not a lot. That'll do it. Chuck in our carrot. And we just give that a good old mix round. Because it's so thin, it's, I've got to wait, But you can use bean sprouts, you can use, you don't want to cook this too much because you want it to have a bit of crisp still in it. But and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, that is amazing. I'm telling you now, you can't believe how tasty that is with just that stupid little carrots and leftover bits and pieces from the fridge. And that is magnificent. That is just really tasty. You have that with a bit of chicken or fabulous. It's all done in about 5 minutes. Okay, over and out.